That is so bad. So I have Haroun back. He was here last week. He's literally had headaches every single day of his life for 20 years. I'm really excited that we have Haroun back for a few reasons. One is you're here to get another treatment, but a lot of people responded to your video that we put up just a few nights ago, and everybody wants to know how he's doing. So he's back. He's going to tell us how he's doing. Yeah. We just did that one treatment. We did the full body adjustment, plus we did some of the CFR.
Yeah.
The CFR was rough on him.
Yeah.
You literally bled for 3 days.
Yeah.
I've never had anybody bleed for 3 days. I've never had anybody bleed more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
In 4,000 or 5,000 treatments. So you bled for 3 days. That's horrible.
Yeah. The day when I went back, I was a bit worried because it was bleeding, but I thought maybe it's just because obviously there's been a bit of pushing and movement inside. Mm-hmm. The next morning I woke up, it was a bit less. By the third day, it was almost stopped. So yeah, I was a bit concerned, but 1,000,000% I feel a big difference. I can breathe out of my nose, which I haven't been able to do probably my whole life.
And
difference.
He was injecting for the pain of his headaches. He gets headaches 7 days a week for at least 20 years now, right?
That's right, yeah.
Relentlessly. So it's so bad, so severe that his medical doctor gives him these special injections. And you usually inject 4 times a day?
Yeah, I was injecting every 6 hours.
Around the clock?
Yeah. During the day, I could probably handle it. During the night, I'll be asleep and wake up in fully forced pain. I've got to the point where my arms I'm tired of taking them.
Because you inject here?
I'm tired of taking them.
And so you went from 4...
I went from taking 4 injections in 24 hours to, after treatment with Dr. Doug, to taking 1 in 24 hours, and I haven't actually taken 1 in the last 48 hours, which is...
So 0 for the last 48 hours, yeah. Averaging 1 per 24 hours. And then how about sleeping through the night?
I have not slept through the night. I can't remember a night when I slept through the night in the last, say, about 10 years. I've slept through the last 3 nights without waking up at all in pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 nights.
Yeah.
And your wife's pretty excited too.
Yeah.
Because she sees how much you suffer. Anything else? How's your neck feel?
Yeah, I feel a lot looser. Okay. I do feel a bit of pain for the first 24 hours after the chiro adjustment.
Yeah.
That's normally normal, even when I've got chiro done before. I do usually feel a bit uneasy for the first couple of days, but now I do feel a lot more looser. But the frequency of the pain is...
And how about breathing?
Rapidly decreasing.
How about the breathing?
I can completely breathe out of one side of my nose. The right-hand side, which has always been a difficulty for me, is still quite tight, but the left-hand side...
And what side do you get your headaches? I forget.
Always on the left.
Always on the left. Okay. All right. We're going to do another full body treatment. We're going to do another CFR. He was asking me, should I do CFR even though it made him bleed? My guess is it'll make him bleed like 95% less because that typically is what happens on the second treatment. He's an unusual case. I feel since he lives in the UK, it's better to do the full thing now and give him his best chance of having success. So my recommendation is we repeat what we did last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Super cool. Thank you.
Let's go.
So I'm gonna just loosen him up a little bit, and we're gonna do another CFR. I know he's worried about it because it hurts and it's intense. I just think it's the best thing I can leave you with since you're going back home. Be so good. Even if you had a 75% improvement, that would be a good deal, right?
Definitely.
Ideally with the CFR, and I'm talking to the camera a little bit too, which you can't see, but someone with like a case as severe as yours, I probably want to see 8 to 10 times. But we're going to at least have 2 good ones under our belt. Have you had fun? Like, have you done any good deals, like dinners?
Yeah.
Or...
You know,
do anything like honest, entertainment?
Not really, because I've literally just come just to see you.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, my uncle just brought me out here because he saw me suffering. And he was like, I'm going to bring you out.
And he's the one in the car downstairs, right?
That's right, yeah. Like, I went to the hospital when they got full scans done, and they said there's nothing wrong with you, as usual.
His face is in the paper, so if you didn't hear him, he said he's gotten every test at the hospital, and they didn't find anything that would indicate why you have so much pain.
Yeah.
So then they make you feel like you're crazy.
That's right.
Because if they can't find it, it means you're crazy, right?
Definitely.
Like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Big breath in and blow it out. So let's do this next. I'm going to have you sit up. Let this tilt this way even more. It's already cracking. That was your adrenaline. Good one. Okay, now line your back again on this table. But so usually we film on a really nice Sony DSLR A6400 or whatever we're filming on with the microphones. And remember we had the lavalier on you, and I had one on me. And this time we're shooting on an iPhone. So we'll see how it sounds. Ooh, that was good, right? Right in the shoulders. Good. Line your side towards me.
That side's really tight, right?
Yeah, it was tight. So when I first started on YouTube, I filmed only on an iPhone for at least a year, at least 1,000 videos, maybe more than a year, like almost 2 years. And I don't know, that's all I had. That's all I knew how to use. But a lot of times I would just hand the phone to someone and say, all right, go up to the waiting room to the person's that's next.
No way.
And I go, I know you're next, but do you mind film? Can you film for me? And they're like, all right, whatever. And you're laying your back. So that's how I started.
It's good for you to be filming it for people to actually experience.
Yeah, I want people to see
what other people
and see the cases that we work on. And when I first started on YouTube, I think it was, when was it, like 2019? And my daughter Lily says to me, Dad, I think you should start doing social media. I'm like, I'm not going to do social media. I have no time to do social media. And they go, what am I going to film anyway? You want me to film like me eating a pizza or, you know?
It's the best thing you ever done.
And then she goes, no, you're going to film you working on people.
Yeah.
And I go, would people ever watch that? She goes, they might, but try it.
Would I have traveled halfway around the world if I hadn't seen you on YouTube?
So there you go. All right, we're going to do the nose thing now. So I have Haroun back. He was here last week. He's literally had headaches every single day of his life for 20 years. He's at a point where he had to inject from the medicine that his doctor gave him back in the UK 4 times per 24 hours. Now, after one CFR, we have it down to once per 24 hours. Right, but in the last 48 hours, he skipped his injections. So he's moving in the right direction for sure. He also slept through the night twice in the last week since I've seen him. And that hasn't happened, and you can't even remember how many years. Can't even remember. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it's a process. And then for one treatment, that's a big movement in the right direction since nothing else was really working, right? But he does do well with acupuncture, so let's say that. Yeah. Acupuncture's been good to you. The right side first. And I think it'll be easier because it is, that's the worst. That is so bad. So what I'm seeing is he only has like a pinhole opening on the right. Hang in there. Hold on to floppy. There, I got it already. I got it. I did it. All right, that's his good side is not that good. I got it. You've done it.
What?
All right. Come sit up.
Yeah, that one.
Turn your legs this way.
That's an easy that one.
It was easier comparatively.
You're a lot more prepared for it the second time round.
Yeah, I think that's a big piece of it. It's like psychologically, like you know what to expect a little bit. And what's interesting about him is his good side, not that it's a good side, is more collapsed. And his bad side is where he gets these horrible, horrible, horrible years and years of headaches. So, but it's easier to get the balloon placed on the left. And we'll see if you bleed as much. My guess is you won't, but I really wanted to open it up and give you a chance, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Leave him a nice comment. Everybody was asking follow-up. So here's the follow-up. I'm going to try to post it as soon as possible. I don't have my good camera today. I don't have my good microphones today. We doing this best we can. We're shooting on an iPhone, but my staff is out today. So who's filming? Who's this person?
My auntie Tal.
And she was nice enough to film.
If you're ever in doubt, contact Dr. Doug.
Thank you. Anything like in wrapping it up, like what is your feeling? Like what has this meant to you to make some changes? I mean, we made some.
It's life-changing. It's life-changing. It's literally life-changing. I've suffered for many, many years with no help. I've travelled halfway around the world just to see this man. And I can honestly, hand on heart, say in the last 7 to 10 days, my life's changed. And just hope going forward it continues to change. And I will continue to see Doug. Thank you.
Thank you. You're a good man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Leave him a nice comment. This is the nicest guy. I'm so glad to have met him and his aunt, and really appreciate them so much. Thank you.